Hello, design engineers. I just thought that I would make a quick video so that you and your design team can watch it and stop it if you need to get started on this week's work for our miniature amusement parks. I know it's going to be a struggle and it's going to be a little difficult, but that's when the learning happens. So I've got 4 little tips and tricks for you today. The first one is plan ahead, okay? Be thinking about, be thinking about what you need to do. Whoopsie, this is crazy, isn't it? Anyway, be thinking about what you need to do before you do it. You can't just go taping a bunch of things together and putting it down on your cardboard box without kind of thinking ahead first, okay? So remember, you only have, let me back up here, you only have this much space. So the roller coaster can't take up the whole thing because then you won't have room for your other amusement park ride, let alone when we go to put on lights and maybe add some other things to the board to make it look a little bit more realistic. So be thinking ahead before you do it. All right, talk to each other. Number 2, I'm over here. Do not waste materials, okay? I have purchased a few more things this weekend, and I have teachers bringing in as much of their scrap material as possible, but don't take like 5 paper plates when you don't even know how you're going to use them, okay? So take a little bit at a time, and like I said, there's probably going to be things that you might want to bring from home, okay? Number 3, this is super important, okay? Everyone needs to be working. The way I think it makes sense is maybe for 2 people to be working on the roller coaster and the other 2 people to be working on the other ride that has to have moving parts. If you only have 3 people, then, figure that out accordingly. But I don't want to see 2 people standing up working and the other 2 people sitting there watching, and taking tape off of the roll and handing it to somebody is not working. So everybody works, okay? Last, you need to be creative, okay? You might have to try to make something out of material that doesn't make a lot of sense. So just try to do something a little bit different, okay? Most people are making a track for their roller coaster out of paper, and that's fine. That's probably a pretty good way to do it, but maybe there's another way to do it. You don't have to use paper for the whole track. I'm actually going to have, I know people are struggling with getting the track to be just the right size for the marble. This one's actually a little bit too skinny. It doesn't roll down. So I'll put the dimensions of the width that you need to cut them up on the board to save us a little bit of time. Okay, so I want us to have a good time doing this. There's a lot to learn. We're going to have to stop at some point this week and do some learning about the different type of energy that's happening on your rides. So we won't be, working on the roller coaster every day, all day. But let's try to get it off to a good start today. Have fun, ask questions, work together, and here we go.